Thank you for waiting, everybody. Glad to have you here tuning in to this primetime XCFL action. We got the Cowboys at the Steelers. I got my good friend Brent here. Brent, how you doing today, buddy?
Glad to have you here tuning in to this
Hey, yeah,
primetime
I'm doing
XCFL
real
action.
good,
We got the
man. Sorry, I just got the
Cowboys at
YouTube
the
open
Steelers.
still, and that threw me off hearing your voice twice. But I'm all good now. So,
Awesome. Good
um,
deal.
yeah, excited to see this matchup, man. Should be a pretty good one. They don't have the greatest records, but that doesn't mean anything bad. That means it could be a great game because they're probably around the same skill level. So,
See, from what I've heard, this game this might get investigated by the league because the XCFL was tampering with broadcasting quality in order to make sure we could get some live commentary for this, or at least that's what I've heard through the grapevine.
yeah, I mean, we had a little trouble there. 2 restarts so far. Had to get the commentary off, and couple of couple of late guys, but you know what? It actually all worked out okay because with the DCs and stuff, looks like we're right on time because this seems to be the one that'll work out.
Absolutely, and let's get back to it. Here we go. Zeke Elliott going right up the middle. Brings up third
and that's
and
what the
inches.
Cowboys are known for. Zeke's having a great year. He's had a great year every year since NWS took over. So that's what they do, man. True to the real life Cowboys, he pounds the.
Most definitely. Zeke is the workhorse there in Dallas. Coming out in the pistol. Dak looking to fire on third and inches. He's got his man on the out route complete. First down, Cowboys.
Wow. Gutsy play, man. He only needed the inches. He's got a great running game. I guess he thought he'd throw him off by throwing a little deeper. It almost didn't work out, though, because they were in a drop-back zone.
Prescott taking the snap. Looking to fire, dropping way back, and hits Bird. It's Mario Bird.
Hey, you know what? Same kind of route. Both of them were, well, I think one was an in, the other one was an out, but still, it seems to be working. At that 15-yard depth, the Steelers don't seem like they're ready for it. It was an easy completion both times.
They're really loading up for the run here on the goal line. A handoff to Zeke out of the pistol. Doesn't get much. Dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and that's going to happen a lot today because they got a pretty good D-line. They got 2 guys up in the 90s there being led by TJ Watt, JJ's brother. He's a beast. He's got good strength, good speed, outside linebacker. He gets it done, man.
Absolutely. Carbon copy of his brother JJ, just a little faster and better playing on the edge there, especially in that 3-4 system that the Steelers like to run. Oh, and almost intercepted by number 21 for the Steelers. What a jump on that ball here, trying to hit that slant.
That was just a risky throw, man. A little too risky for my liking. When you're in the end zone, or red zone, you really got to protect the ball, especially early on in 0-0 games. No reason to be throwing it like that early. That could have been the kind of thing that could have won the game for the Steelers if they make a turnover like that early, get the Cowboys demoralized.
Absolutely. And when you got a running game like Zeke, would you be throwing it here on second and goal?
I mean, they did get stuff pretty good on first down, so I might try a pass, but I probably would have went for something safe.
And he's got an open receiver for the touchdown. Bird gets them that 8 yards they need.
Yeah, so if you look at the play there, he actually had a couple guys slanting on that where there was no slants on it on the play at all. So it looks like Dak got up to the line. He realized the coverage was man-to-man and knew he could exploit it, and he did exactly what he needed and got the touchdown. So good job on offense there. Studley recognized it. He maybe shouldn't be so risky as he was on second down in the future, but good calls, and he got the job done.
We're going to see the Steelers offense coming out to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, so what do you expect? What do you think they're going to come out and do? You think that they're going to score here, or you think he's going to struggle? I know his offense has had a little trouble so far this year.
That's a great question. I know he's more of a steady offense. That's when he's really at his best. When it's slow and steady, just getting those touchdowns, though. He's got to convert when he gets into the red zone. He's got a good offense, but his red zone offense has led to quite a few field goals or turnovers, not a lot of touchdowns. I think that's the key for the Steelers here on this drive.
Yeah, got to get sevens, man. It's not going to get it done. You can't. I mean, obviously you could get it done on the field goals, but he's already given up 7. So if you're giving up touchdowns, you got to score them right back.
Absolutely, especially with a run-first team like the Cowboys. Wide open receiver in the middle of the field, though, hits his fullback out of the backfield.
Yeah, it looks like a Titans game here so far, man. He's hit the running back first and the fullback second.
No comment. No comment. That's a nice little name, though. That guy's name is Fledell, or Fladel, or
Fledell.
Fledell, something. It's all about the player names with EA-generated players. That is what makes the best type of player. Would you agree, Brent?
Oh yeah, I love the EA players. It's just more exciting, man. They make no sense. That's what I love about it. Like, you get a real life player and he's pretty good at just about everything. You get an EA player and he's got 99 speed but 64 agility, and it can screw you up, but it can also work out really well if you get those like 99s in all the important categories. You can also get just a monster.
Absolutely. Yeah, like the running backs too. From what I hear, you've got a nice little running back there, and he's only got 85 speed or something.
86 now. He got a boost this
Whoa,
year. But
whoa.
yeah, he's hey man, he gets it done. You should see him. He's breaking tackles out there like crazy. He's actually pretty good. He's got 94 Excel, so
Right
I don't
on,
mind
man.
him.
Power to you. The return of the slow backs. They aren't useless in Madden.
No. Oh, look at this. Only 3-man rush, so you think he's going to get the deep ball?
Nice little wide open receiver, and
no.
he just goes out of bounds.
That's unfortunate because
Pierce.
he really did have him there. He was wide open.
Definitely. That's just a lack of awareness there by the tight end and not stay in bounds.
Yeah, that was foolish. Maybe it is low awareness. Maybe he didn't push possession catch. I don't know, but he made the right play there.
I believe that was Fledell, the guy we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I think that's his quarterback. I think we're going to be talking about him a lot today.
Oh, Fledell is his quarterback?
I think Fledell's the quarterback, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a tight end. I was like, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's a name you can put on a billboard, right?
A couple times already here, so.
You gotta love it. Prescott, play action to Zeke. Looking outside, nice little comeback route to number 11.
Yeah, nice and easy, right? Take the completion when it's there. You saw the cornerback was playing over top, so you knew it was going to be there. Nothing snazzy about it, but whatever. First down.
Comes right to the line, snaps quick, gets it out to Zeke, but he is thumped for no gain. Actually, a loss of one.
And that's what the Steelers need to do. If the Steelers keep coming out and fighting hard at the line like that, they're going to have a chance today because they really rely on Zeke. If Zeke gets shut down, the play action will stop working. I see the Cowboys throwing a couple picks if that happens. It'll get the Steelers in this game. But first and foremost, stop this man right here.
Definitely. That's what the Steelers do best. I play him twice a year. He always stops my run game. That is the specialty there in Pittsburgh.
Well, this would be a good matchup then because that's what the Cowboys do best is run the ball. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what they got. Let's see who comes out on top today.
And again, the key for Pittsburgh is really going to be on that offensive side of the ball for sure.
What do you think? What's your prediction today? Are you going with the Cowboys? Are you taking the safe, easy pick, or do you think the Steelers have a shot?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would say I think this drive determines a lot here. If they get across the 50, I think they do bring it into the touchdown and score.
Oof. It's going past the 50.
Yeah, that it is. And Zeke, breaks a beautiful tackle. And he's in for the touchdown, Dallas. Yeah, Brent, that kind of answers it there. I've got to go Dallas. That's a safer pick.
Yeah, you're going Dallas. Okay, I mean, I think they're going to – I would probably pick Dallas too, but I'm going to say I think the Steelers are going to go for a touchdown right now. I think he's going to surprise a couple people. I think he's going to make a game out of this. I don't think he's just going to lay down for live TV. He was informed earlier that he was getting his first XCFL game broadcast. He's not going to want to come out here and get thumped.
Absolutely not. He's got pride, man. Gladiator's a good user. I think the biggest thing, like I said, is on offense. He cannot trade 7s for 3s with Dallas. And his specialty is stopping the run. And when Dallas gets up, what do? They go to Zeke. They're going to run the ball.
Absolutely.
And if he knows the run is coming, he drops 5 to the line, crowds the box, and you're not running on him. So he really could make it a game.
He's making some adjustments at the line. Let's see what he got. It does look like a blitz, so I like what he's doing. Okay.
Toss right. Nice little run. to Le'Veon Gillette.
That's a great run, man. I don't know. I'm going to see a lot from him here because I'm not really going to fault him for the last drive because he did make the open pass to the guy. The receiver just made a mistake and stepped out of bounds. So I'm gonna determine a lot from this drive right here.
I'd agree entirely. From a read's perspective, that's the perfect read. He made the exact right read, and again, a beautiful read. Go to the flat, get those extra yards. He saw the mismatch with the running back on the linebacker, and that's a matchup he'll take all day.
Absolutely. And just to confirm, Fladell is the quarterback. So we'll have that one nailed down the rest of the way. It's a little weird sometimes when you get these Madden names and they aren't star players. It's pretty easy to lose track.
Definitely.
Fladell. So I would like him. I would run the ball here, and then I'd like to see him take a deep shot pretty soon because he's perfect. He hasn't really taken that big shot yet, and I'm wondering if the Steelers are going to be, or the Cowboys are going to be thinking turnover, sack, give him a shot at just going right over top to maybe, I don't know, maybe Smith-Schuster. I'd like to see that at least. Oh, yeah, here it is. The safeties are coming down. Take that top off.
Fladell making a check at the line. And hands it off.
Oh, no.
Oh, fumbles the ball.
Yeah. You know what? That's going to hurt. I really thought he should have took it deep there when he was setting it up the whole game. The safeties dropped in. I know it was a cover 4, so he would have had people going back with him. But Juju's got some speed to him, so he might have been able to take the top off.
He's got good release,
That's rough,
too.
Because that really was a good run. It was just unfortunate that he fumbled at the end of it. It was about, like 8 yards?
Definitely. It's looking like we're getting a little bit of lag on the stream.
Oh, I'm good. So it looks like a play action pass right down the middle. Not sure who the receiver was. Number 11. We're getting a little late.
Oh, Hansen.
Okay, perfect. Well, yeah, good catch. Just a little post.
It's a nice call against that cover 3. You got the linebacker sitting underneath, ready to stop that run. That's a 46. So that's what'll be there, right?
Yep.
Like clockwork. Studley, and what do you think of Studley here? This he's a user that's in a pretty good division. I mean, minus Chadwick, of course, but he's got the reigning Super Bowl champs in his division. Can he make noise in the NFC?
Yeah, he's good. I've played him twice in the last 2 years. I've played him both years. I beat him both times, but he's come within I think 10 points both times. So he definitely has given me a challenge. He's never kind of laid down, and both times when I took the 10-point lead was in the final 2 minutes, like it was a close game the whole time before that. So he actually is a really good user, and if he gets Zeke going on you, there's not really much that you can do to stop it because that O-line and Zeke are just vicious.
Aside from that one big run for Zeke, he's pretty much been shut out of this game for going for losses and pretty much no gain. That one big run is, I mean, all it takes for him, and of course it's good production. But if
and look at that, man, Aaron Donald, the star of this team, the guy who has to come through, just knocked him far back. He's still in field goal range, but it's a tough field goal now.
Definitely. That's a great play by a veteran player who's been here for a few years. Got traded from LA to Pittsburgh a few years back, and he really hasn't looked back. Didn't say much when he got traded. Just said, "I'm going to Pittsburgh," and he's been a quality player there for quite a few years.
Absolutely. I really need to see something from the Steelers here. You cannot go into halftime with 0 points in a game you're expected to lose. When you come in as the underdog, if you go into that locker room with a 0, it's going to get bad in the second half.
Absolutely, morale. You got to have something for the halftime speech. Got to have some positives as well. I mean, there's quite a few things they got to change, but like the big plays have been tough. They've hurt them.
Even if it's just 3 here, I'm fine with that. But hang your hat on something.
Do you think this is the shot?
Get first ball, I believe.
Do you think this is the shot, though? Does he? I need to pull his corners off. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no. I would. I don't know. I really want to see something from him here, but he hasn't shown us much in the early going. Other than he's done pretty steady, 5-yard plays, but he hasn't had anything explosive. And I I don't know. We'll see. I want to see something explosive out of him.
5-yard plays are fine as long as you're not turning the ball over. The key is steady offense. If you're going to run that type of offense, that possession type of offense that gets 5 yards in a cloud of dust, you cannot turn the ball over.
No, and I like the play he just did there. That was 26 yards there. That was beautiful. So he's kind of shown Studley now that he can't just keep dropping back. Because what Studley's been doing, if you haven't noticed, is he's only rushing 3 on passing plays. He's been stuffing up the run on early downs, sending blitzes and stuff. And then on second and third downs, he's been dropping back and only sending 3. So you have to show him that you can pass into that. Or just run it straight down his throat. That works too.
Oh, that's a nice catch in traffic by the tight end there, coming out of the slot.
Beautiful. And this looks like a good drive. I like to see this. And it looks like there's going to be a little more time left on the clock, though, than I would like. I'd like to see him eat the whole 4 minutes here.
Or do you think he tries to play? Is he trying to go 2 for 1 here before the half?
He might be, because he is down 3 scores.
Oh,
so
nice
that
little
might be
juke
the
move.
mentality that he's thinking.
Beautiful little run by Gillette there. Ever since replacing Bell in the first draft, that was actually the Steelers' first-round pick that year. He's had a pretty nice career here in Pittsburgh. One of the best, more underrated running backs in the XCFL.
Yeah, you know what? I was real scared off at the start of the cycle when I saw him, and I only saw that. Oh, I'll let you call it.
And rolling right, Fladell, beautiful pass and a catch. Touchdown, Steelers.
What a score, man. That's what we needed. We needed to see a little bit of confidence from the Steelers. I love it. Back to Gillette, what I was saying. I actually was really scared off by him at the start. Jim offered me a trade, and I said I couldn't do it because he had 89 speed. I wanted that 90. Looking back on it, it was probably a bad decision. That 94 Excel would have made up for it, and he's a damn good back.
He's got power too. He's kind of a Le'Veon Bell, pretty much the exact same style of running as Le'Veon Bell. He's got a little bit of zip to him, not a lot of open field speed, but he can get it done in the short. Oh my goodness! And looks like a flag on the field. I don't know if it's going. It looks like it'll be going on the return team, so this might be coming back.
Yeah. So I hate to pick sides. Obviously, I don't care who wins the game, but I kind of do want the Steelers to get back into this because I'd like an interesting game to broadcast.
Oh yeah, so we're all in it for an underdog, man. We're all an underdog rooter at heart.
Exactly. And hey, I don't even need him to win. I just want a game out of this. I don't want to be broadcasting when it's 34-0, you know. So I'm kind of glad he scored. Let's see how this.
Is that a catch?
Yeah, but.
What a snag.
And then 15 yards on top after. What a job. Yeah, that was beautiful. I was kind of worried about the flag there before I saw it. I didn't know if that was going to be PI or what.
Still, it doesn't affect much, and it's 1st and 10, Cowboys, going up to the 49-yard line. Prescott making a check at the line. Hands off to Zeke. Has a nice hole. One of the first of today. And goes down after a game of about 10.
It looks like we got Boone on here finally. Must have finished his supper.
Well, holy smoke. I was under the impression we were going to cancel this thing. Better late than never, though. I'm here.
Absolutely. Welcome back.
We totally expected it. We were like, oh, wait, Boone's going to be a part of it? All right, we'll expect him in like mid-second quarter at best. So, sure enough.
We got to schedule an hour early so I could possibly be a little on time.
Right.
How it goes.
Okay, so we're going to have to do a little job shuffling here, guys. Sorry for the confusion with the broadcast at the start. Reagan's going to take over what he does really well for us, and he's gonna make sure that everything's on cue on the broadcast here. I'm gonna move over to the calling the plays, and Boone's gonna do the color, and then hopefully this stays a game. If not, I'll just turn it into a little discussion about the playoffs and stuff a little later on. But
I could do that really well.
Let's take it on. Okay. And here we go. So Cowboys hand it off to Ezekiel Elliott. Cuts back. Nothing there, though. Looks like we're going to go into the hurry up as well with only a minute left. They really want to put 7 on the board here. They're not looking for a field goal. Oh. Okay, Boone, how would you play this here?
Let me get my bearings here. I'm trying to get everything together here.
We just had a play-action play. Dak dropped back. He got sacked. He fumbled it, but they recovered it. They're on the 31 with 40 seconds left to go.
Oh, I'm going aggressive. I'm going very aggressive.
Yeah, you're
At
trying
this
to go
point,
3rd and 21.
in all honesty,
Third and 21. Up 10.
21, go aggressive. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to get the yards.
So here they go. They're in the 5 wide. So this is aggressive. He's going for it. So Dak drops back. I wonder what he's going to take. Oh, he got sacked again. He might be out of field goal range now. He's on the 38. We'll see if the Steelers call a timeout. Okay.
So the Cowboys have to not be discouraged by anything that's going on in the game as far as that's concerned. You always have to have the mentality that, all right, we have to get these yards. We have to get a touchdown. If you start settling and thinking, okay, I'm going to play short for a field goal, well, that's what you're going to end up with, a field goal. And field goals at the end of the game don't win the game.
Right, and that's exactly what they came up with. They just got a field goal to go into half. I think they might be happy, though, because that puts them up by 13. Not bad for halftime. Especially against when you're the favorite in the game. Makes a difference, right? You want to play a little more. I wouldn't say
you want to control the game a little bit better. Obviously, you don't want to make any point possible. Now, before half, just me, I love to run those fake field goals. They used to be a good idea. My kicker can't make the throw. He always ends up losing me the game because of it. But, the mindset is always put as many points on the board as possible.
And fun as fuck, too, right? I remember running a fake punt on you last time we played.
Didn't appreciate it.
All right, so here we go. Start of the second half, 20-7 Cowboys. What are you expecting? You think the Steelers are going to make a comeback, or you think this is over?
I think the Steelers better make a comeback. I just hopped on the stream and everything. I'm here to talk about make sure that we have a good game.
Well, look at that. Here they come. Triple option. They've actually done this a couple times so far. The Cowboys have shut it down every time, but Fliddell actually got 7 yards here, so maybe they're coming out with a little bit of fire.
They're going to try and come out with something that's going to make them a little unpredictable, a little bit something that they can adjust in-game, in play. Those option routes, those option runnings, it's always great to have.
Right, so they came out in the full house again here. Fliddell was looking for his inside man. Looked like a tight end or a fullback on the post and incomplete.
So what we're gonna have with these Steelers is a push essentially as we're moving to this playoff run. You try and save the season now.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, but look at Juju. Look at Juju.
Oh, big play.
Oh, he got him. Okay, he just got the deep route to 82. Did you see how open Juju was on the left, though?
There's nothing like a wide open receiver. It's always nice to see. I don't get much of it. I can't, that actually looks amazing. I think the cornerback stumbled, so that's nice to see.
He's got the max protect on. Looks like, dangerous throw, but that's okay. 49. The fullback came up with it. He's been making a couple plays today, actually. Before you showed up, he made a play, so.
Well, I think he's making it harder on himself than it has to be. When you're throwing the ball 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, it makes the throw a little longer than it really ever had to be. So he's making things a little bit more difficult on himself. He might want to shorten it up and step up in the pocket, maybe take advantage of the gaps his line is providing, and step into a throw, get a little more power on it.
So here we go, coming up in the shotgun again. Okay, dropping back, and yep, they're going to take a little easy route. Cowboys drop back in a cover 4, so that's okay. Take the short route to the running back. 49 again. He's been making a lot of plays today.
When you have nothing going for you, or at least you need to get something going, there's nothing wrong with taking a check down here or there, taking what the defense gives you, and this defense has been pretty stout this game.
Right. And if anyone knows about check downs, it's you.
I know a little something this season. I know a little something about some check downs. Just a little bit.
Here we go. Looks like they're in the shotgun formation again. Rolling right. This looks like it's going nowhere. Going to be a sack.
Well,
So
yeah, that didn't go anywhere. Our running defensive ends has been rough this year, and offensive lines have been god awful. So
yeah.
obviously they're gonna be in a little bit of dire straits here.
So here we go. We got the Steelers coming out in the shotgun again. Obviously, they want 7, not trying to settle for 3 here. Got to get a little aggressive. And here we go. They're going to snap the ball, drop back. It looks all covered up. Oh, 2 defenders run into each other, and he's got the open man. Look at that. It's a touchdown. Who would have thought?
Get out of here! I can't believe it. I'm not gonna lie to you. These guys here, they don't throw many touchdowns on the season, so the idea that they have another one, it's kind of surprising. They have 6 walking into this game, So
Look at that play, though, man. Who would have thought when that was forming up, everything was covered? He had 2 defensive linemen bearing down on the quarterback. They trip over each other to give him a little extra time, and the receiver makes a move. What a beautiful play. And we got a game again.
Yeah, you definitely make it a game.
Yeah.
You're on national, your national broadcast for the league. League-wide broadcast. I can't really say national, but you want to put on a good show, and you don't want to make sure you get blown out. So they're definitely gonna fight hard. No one's gonna roll over when you're getting the broadcast with all the commentators.
Right, and I'm actually going to call it right now. I think the Steelers are going to win this. They don't have a win yet this season, and he found out about 10 minutes before game time that he was going to be broadcast. I think he stepped his play up. I think he doesn't want to be embarrassed on the league.
Well, hold on now. Let's not jump the gun here, okay? I get what you're saying. It'd be nice to think he has that kind of power, but we have a 3-3 team here against the what? Where do they stand? Are they 0-5? You think they're getting their first win tonight?
I do.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so I'm hearing you're on the Cowboy.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely on the Cowboys side, and I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm from DC, saying I'm on the Cowboys side, but I'm on the Cowboys side with this one.
Okay, well there we go. Nice pass by the Cowboys,
experienced.
right by the sideline there. Easy little out for the route.
Yeah, he's got a lot of time. That's one thing that I noticed different about the Cowboys and the Steelers. This Cowboys team, when he's dropping back, he's got a nice clean pocket. He's not really having to move a lot of anywhere.
Yeah, and Dak's going to drop back. Here we go, a little play action. Oh, and there's a wide open man. Just found his way right in between that linebacker and safety. Just found the sweet spot.
Can you imagine if you had that much time? Like, can you imagine if you had that kind of time in your pocket? Look at that pocket.
I know. Unbelievable, man. He's had it the whole game.
I wish. The things I could do.
So here we go. They're coming out in a heavy formation. Looks like probably a run. And, yep, Dak's going to hand it off to Zeke right as the blocker gets to the other edge. And it looks like just 1 yard. Nothing big.
Yeah, the Cowboys have been, their usage of Zeke, baffling. I would like to see Zeke at the top of the leaderboards every year. I feel like
he was last year, though.
Out of that.
Oh, and here we go. Snap the ball. Looks like they got an open man. 7. Let's see what he can do with it. Gets around the first defender and stopped at the 1.
So as far as Zeke goes, like you look at his career in this XCFL season, with his cycle, and he's been a 1,000-yard rusher, but he's been up and down, and you can't help but think what would happen if he was on a team like the Titans where they love their running backs, or if he was on like Jack's team. Like, wow, he would easily be a 1,500-yard rusher a season.
Well, that's the thing, right? You get him with one of those users who really knows how to run the ball, and it could get out of control with a guy like Zeke combined with that line. That's the thing that truly makes the Cowboys special. So they're coming out in the heavy formation here. Second down. They got stuffed on first down. Coming out in the heavy. And here we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Steelers players are back there in the backfield again, stuffed at the 1. So are you going to pass here, Boone, finally, or are you going to try and run it in one more time?
We run it in. We have Zeke for a reason.
That's probably what I go too. And it looks like I still see the heavy package in the huddle right now, so I think that's what they're going to do. Here they come, lining up in the goal line. And, oh, yeah, there it is. Ezekiel Elliott right up the middle. Easy touchdown. Not that he got it by much, but you could tell early on when the defensive players were in the end zone that was going to happen.
Yeah, for sure. It's just one of those things where you have a bell cow. You just got to keep giving it to him, keep feeding him.
I don't even think I'm giving Zeke any credit for that. I think that's O-line's touchdown, man, because he got stuffed on contact all 3 of those plays. The line just made the push there where he could walk the nose of the ball right in before getting touched.
Well, that's their job. That's their job, and it's his job to pick the right hole and run through. So I got to give him the credit.
You got to give the big old ugly some credit every once in a while. Here we go. Kickoff. Looks like going left to right. Oh, my God. It's a move. Could he go all the way?
My God, look at all that speed.
Like he's just going to fall a little bit short. Great kick return. Goes out at the 19-yard line.
Look at this. Did you see the speed on that guy? His feet were moving so fast.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's tough to see it when they're moving that fast.
I'm telling you right now, for an offense that hasn't had much luck in the passing game, that definitely gives them a little boost to know they only got to go 20 yards to an end zone.
Right. So here they come, lining up in what looks to be, it's still a shotgun, but it's a heavy shotgun, that's for sure. So here we go. Steelers are going to snap the ball. He's going to start to drop back a little bit, and he's just going to take the check down to the tight end there off on the left.
Sometimes it's all about just taking what you get. You have to sometimes.
Hey, after a kick return like that, I mean, just take what you can because you need a touchdown right now. So coming out in the single back this time. We'll see whether they option to run it or pass it again. Fladell's making some adjustments at the line. Looks like he sees something he wants to take advantage of here.
Well, you got to let the quarterback be a quarterback.
Yeah.
Let him be comfortable.
And here's the snap, dropping back. He's going to hit the running back, who makes a move. Look at that. Le'Veon Gillette in for a touchdown. We got a game again, baby. One score. 27-21, assuming he hits the pending extra point.
And this kid, Fladell, he's a second-year player, I believe, out of Wisconsin. He's been pretty decent, nothing special, but decent. And you look for him to really take his experience to the next level with this offense. This will be a second year. You want to build on something, and that's really what they're looking to do. He's been able to minimize the interceptions while also minimizing the touchdowns. But you keep working, you build yourself a decent season. Maybe look at like a 25-10 kind of season, and he's heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, sure, he hasn't had a great start. I mean, no one's going to argue that. They're 0-5, but this Steelers team is looking to the future. So here come the Cowboys out in I wouldn't say a heavy formation, but a little something. Looks like they're going to hand it off to Zeke, who's going to make a couple of moves, and there he goes. Touchdown, Zeke. That's his second one of the game from that distance.
There it is. And that's what you look for from your guy, okay?
Hey, and you missed one. That was his second one of the game from that distance. He's having a great day. He's probably got up near 200 yards almost at this point.
Yeah, Zeke is he's a game breaker. And even though he's kind of towards the latter end of his career, I know that the shelf life on a running back is not too long, but he's just so solid at running back. So consistent.
He can do it all, man. He's got speed, he's got moves, he's got strength. He really is a true just exactly what you want in a back.
Now, I wonder how high do you think this game will go? Because I haven't seen much defense since I hopped on this broadcast.
No, neither have I. And you know what? Funny enough, it started out kind of the opposite at the start. But I'm going to say we're at 55 right now. Another 21 points I'm looking for. So
okay, let's play over-under. Let's play over-under real quick. So what are we at right now? What are we at right now? 55?
Yeah.
55? All right, let's call it even 75. So I think 76, even 75. You going over on that one?
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Okay. Let's see what we get at it. Now, my next question would be the Steelers over under 34 points.
That one's a little bit tougher because if I would think over. I think he's got a couple plays left in him, and here they go, drop him back. Wow, he actually had the open receiver, and just the guy overran the route. It wasn't a bad pass. A little bit behind him, but he could have stopped up. I would say over. I think the Steelers have at least another touchdown in them, probably 2. I do think the Cowboys will score more. So it's kind of getting to that point where if the Steelers don't get a stop on their next drive, I might be willing to write off my pick.
Well, you got to stick it out with them.
Yeah, I know that. I'm not trying to say I called it the other way. I'm just saying I'd be willing to admit defeat if they don't kind of come up with a stop on this next drive, especially after that play. The vert, it was there. Ball hit him in the hands. He could have made the play. He didn't. We actually have an illegal punt there. Out of bounds, but well, hopefully that's
so
okay.
what does Zeke have on this game? What is he looking at so far? Are we talking like 150, 200?
I would say closer to 2 because he's had 2 runs of at least 60 yards, probably more. And then he's also got all the handoffs he's got in between.
Well, then he's probably borderline leading the league right now with that last big run he ripped off.
Yeah, and 2 touchdowns too, right? So he's probably looking for close to the league lead in that too for running backs.
Yeah. Well, that guy in Tennessee
looks like they're going deep on the vert route. Incompletion.
That guy in Tennessee put up 4 touchdowns this week. Had an amazing week. Don't know if you saw that game. That running back.
I didn't. Unfair. Kevin Phillip, right?
Unfair. Talk about the perfect offense. Pretty dumb coach, but perfect offense for him.
Yeah. I don't know about that. He does like those running backs, though.
Yeah.
So here we go. Cowboys are coming out in the eye. Oh, no, shotgun formation. Looks like they're going to hand it a couple yards. Nothing special. So I just got an update from my producer. Zeke is actually sitting at 186 yards.
That would, in fact, make him the league's leading rusher.
And we still have a whole quarter left to go, so I expect to see more.
I'm sure. I mean, you got to ice this game. You're up by 13. Anybody but the Texans would probably, run the ball.
So here we go. Looks like the Steelers actually got a stop. Let's see if 33's got a little more return left in. Nope. Just looks like a simple little 10 yards. Oh, so I just realized that's Gillette back there. That's the running back taking those. It's not common that you see that because you want to have your running back have his stamina up for the drive,
Absolutely
right?
not. He would. My running back will never touch a freaking punt or a kick. We don't do that.
You don't want him exhausted by the time. So here we go. Coming out in the shotgun. Gillette's moving side to side. They're in the mountain formation. They'll hit him a couple yards, 3 yards. Oh, and he's getting danced on after by 26.
Nothing wrong with that. A little showmanship,
I like it.
Paying something to see.
Yeah, if you're going to get the stop, you're going to hold him to 3 on a mountain play, you might as well dance on him.
Exactly, I like it. I like the flair by this Cowboys team.
So here we go, another pass to 49. The fullback again. This guy has been getting a lot of touches today. The tight end, I should say. He just has an odd number for a tight end. He looks like a fullback, but he is a tight end, I believe.
Mincy, that sounds incredibly familiar. I feel like it might have been a Texan at one point in time.
Maybe.
Let me double check that. Can I get my stat guy on that? Can we double check that?
We'll get him on it, but for now, looks like they're going to come up with a shotgun. They're going to throw to Mincy again, and it's going to be incomplete.
So he had some good protection here, and that's what you can ask for at the end of the game. That's pretty nice,
I like the protection there. I kind of expect more from him. If you have no pass rushers anywhere near you and you're down 2 scores this late in the game, I want to see a deep shot.
Yeah, a deep shot. A deep shot is definitely something I would love to see, get this game up and running.
And here we go. He drops back in the shotgun and interception. He's going to house it from the looks of it. I'm going to say that's game over.
I do believe that young man Mincy was a Texan at one point. Yes, there he was. Got confirmation he was, in fact, one of my guys. So that's probably why he's getting those kind of looks.
Right. Yeah, you just built him right up there to a 79, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
He's
75
a
overall.
whopping
Been
75
corrected.
overall.
You really developed him.
Oh yeah, he's big time. I don't know if you know about that 75 speed sleeper. He's a sleeper.
So, after that Cowboys score, that puts us at 62. So I need 2 touchdowns still here for my over bet. It's not looking good for my calls so far tonight.
You do. You definitely told me the Steelers were getting over 34.
No, I didn't tell you. I told you I was iffy on that one. I told you that they would be over, what was it, 75?
This is true. This is true. But if they
Here we
were
go,
going to
deep
win, they
shot.
had
There
to
we
win.
go. Look at this. Look at this. They're coming out in the house. So he brought the safeties forward. Hit Juju over top. Let's do it.
Oh, so now they're going to cover your spread for you.
That's right.
Game over. Cover my spread.
Let's go, Juju. Oh, he's throwing it to Juju. Okay, here we go. Players are going deep. Oh, look at that. He actually is going to hit Juju. And incomplete.
I would love for him to put Juju on the block. Jim never would give Juju up.
Juju has that. He doesn't have great speed, but he's got the 94 Excel and can get off the press so good that he's pretty nice.
Exactly. That's why you need a guy like that. I need a guy like that. He should come play for me.
So here we go. We're going to get some play action here on this pass. He's got tons of time. Look at Fladell making moves. Oh, puts a juke on the linebacker. And, oh, is that another juke? Look at the moves on this guy.
Yeah, he's definitely something fun to watch. He had a lot of space to
27 yards.
work there.
Now, I'm going to get my stat guy. I'm going to put him to work again here. What kind of speed does Fladell have? Are we looking at a guy who's like running back quality, or do the Steelers just like to make it work?
Don't rush it here. I believe he's 87 speed though. He's pretty fast. He's pretty fast.
Okay, so he does have the talent to do this. He's not just pulling it out of his ass.
He might have ran track in high school. I'm not saying he was the anchor, but he.
Right. So you were right. 87 speed. Nice. Good call. So the Steelers are marching. I mean, down 21. There's not much of a chance left in this game. But do you think the Steelers come up with 7 here?
Here, yeah, because the Cowboys are really just playing to keep the clock rolling. They don't really care much about anything else.
Right. So here's the snap, looking like a screen. They're going to go to Gillette again, who's had a great game. Breaks a couple tackles, but he's going to get stuffed right before the line.
I'd love to see Fladell throw a touchdown. I believe he's 3 touchdowns, 1 pick today if he gets his next touchdown.
He will.
4 touchdowns, 1 pick. That'd be nice.
He's making adjustments. He's moving into the full house formation. Let's see what he does here. Dropping back. Looks like he's going to hit Mincy again. Nah, nothing there. 1 yard.
And that's what's important about a young quarterback. When you're looking at a really bad season, you want to see that he stays composed and keeps fighting and doesn't completely blow the game with mental mistakes.
Right. I just don't want to see a turnover here. I think that would be a win for the Steelers at this point.
Yeah, for sure. And you're looking at this guy and you're like, okay, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick, good game. You might have been losing, but at least the future is bright. There's still two more seasons at least we can get out of this year.
Yeah, so here we go. He's going to hit Mincy again. Gain of a couple, gets stuff before the line. Mincy's got to be tougher than that. You're a tight end. You got to be able to push through that and get to the line.
Well, hey, look. When we were in Houston, he usually caught the ball in the end zone. He wasn't much of a guy that after catching stuff. There's no need to fact check. There's no need to.
So here we go. We got the snap. Fladell's looking, dropping back. Wide open receiver, 86. Might have dropped back a little bit much there, but I don't think it made a difference. Didn't have any pass rush coming at him. Nice play by the receiver.
He had some pretty good blocking, and that's stuff that you really would love to see out of your offensive line. So with that kind of comfort, it's an easy touchdown, easy toss up. Now, what will we get out of the rest of this game? We're just gonna get a Zeke run and kill the clock thing, or are we just gonna get like a little play action? What do we get?
I think on first and second, he's going to run for sure. Maybe on third down, if it's third and short, he might do a little play action for him. What are you expecting here?
I'm expecting him to run it 3 times and call it a day. What I would do is on first down on an I formation, I'm play action over the top. We're going to ice this game right here and right now. I don't have time to play around with this. He has 3 timeouts.
Here we go. They're going to do a quick pitch, and the Steelers actually take him out of bounds. See, that's a bad play by the Cowboys because you don't want to give the Steelers extra plays here.
Exactly. See, in my way, we at least took a shot downfield before we stopped the clock. So you wasted time.
Yep. So they're just gonna hand it off to Zeke again up the. He's gonna get 3 yards, get a little closer, getting the 190s now. Getting close to that 200. If I'm NWS, I really want a 9-yard run here. I want this 200 for Zeke.
And that would be nice. It's a big mark. Seeing that 200 pop up is amazing. I'm willing to bet he stops at 197.
So here we go. I want to see a deep shot now, man. You've been playing it safe this whole time. Take it. Just take it.
Yeah, but now the deep shot's obvious.
Well, and here we go. Look at that. The Steelers just got a stop. He went for the dagger play. Wasn't there. Looked for the crossing route, and quarterback missed the throw, so you can't really blame the receiver. I think it was there. But the Steelers have the ball back again.
And this is why you throw the ball.
Yeah, and here's the other thing.
If they let the Steelers back in this game,
2 timeouts. 2 timeouts, right? So it's not like he doesn't have time. If he gets a quick touchdown here and then an onside kick, he is golden.
Absolutely. This game might not be over.
So here we go. Coming out in the shotgun. He's going to drop back a little bit, and he's going to hit Mincy. And look at that. 23 yards, and best part, he got out of bounds.
Those are big plays from veteran players, okay? Mincy knew not to just turn upfield. He had to just get out of bounds.
So how do you feel? It almost looks like Mincy and Gillette have just taken over this game. No one else has really done anything, but these two, they've looked great.
0.9% of his catches in end zone.
Hey. No one needs all that. I think that Mincy was an efficient player.
So producer Regan, he's muted, but Boone's not going to admit this to you guys, but Mincy only caught 4.9% of catches in the red zones.
Whose side are you on? What is this? God, Jesus, man. We're supposed to be a team here. This is supposed to be a duo thing. I don't understand. Like, what the hell was that?
So let's see. Here they are. Steelers coming out. Play action. He's going to drop back, and Ryan has got him. He's got the aggressive pass rush on from the drop down. Steelers wanted it all there, and Ryan just took it all.
He just didn't have a lot of time. I mean, that was a free look, a free hit at him. He ran by that left tackle like he wasn't there.
Yeah. Was he there?
I don't think so. Maybe not.
What was that? That only looked like a 3-man rush to me, too. I think his lineman just got owned there.
Yeah, it just wasn't a good play. I'm sure the offensive lineman would love to just, forget about that and move forward.
Yeah, so we got a 3-man front again here. Steelers are going to come out in the shotgun. And, hey, look at Fladell making a play. He just went with a fake snap and drew him off sides.
Heads-up plays, that's really what it's about. You add them up, and at the end of the game, you hope you got enough for the W.
Yeah, I like it. Fladell's had a pretty good game. He hasn't. There was a fumble early on from Gillette that really hurt the Steelers.
It could also be that pick he just threw a couple drives ago. That could have had something to do with it.
Yeah, it could have. Pick 6. So here we go. Steelers are going to drop back. We're going to see the HB wheel again. That's worked really well for him a few times this game. Looks like he really likes that play. So.
I feel like for the Steelers, they have to start wondering what's next. What are the missing pieces? Because I'm looking at offensive line here. It's not doing a great job of blocking for him.
No, they're doing terrible. Is
that where you go?
They're getting owned all day. Yeah, if I'm going to the draft, I would. So here we go. They're going to drop back, and the Cowboys are going to intercept it. And, yep, they're going to take it to the house, and I covered my over, baby.
Ain't this something? Come on, man. Y'all have to play some sort of defense. Pittsburgh, what are you doing? Jesus.
All right, so we went 50-50 today on the bets. Well, unless he misses this extra point. I still need the extra point.
This is over. Let's take a glance around the league real quick.
Sounds good. Yeah, we can hang for a couple minutes after the game, too, if we want to have a little chat about the league. So, assuming.
I think after the game, we need to hold auditions for my new co-host. Someone who's a little bit more loyal.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I thought we were just looking for a good broadcast here.
I don't know, man. You put my boy stats out there. I didn't like that.
So let's take a glance here. Let's go into the league. I don't know. Do you have your daddy leagues open behind you?
I do. I absolutely do.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna open up the conferences, conference by conference, because we'll kind of just go at it that way. That'll be easier. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is call the divisions one by one. What do you foresee happening? Let's start off with the AFC East. What do you see happening there?
In the AFC East, the Patriots a little bit surprising. I'm probably gonna say the Dolphins end up winning that thing, and they'll probably hit a little bit of a tough patch. They've been playing really well. I know they turned it around last season. They're continuing that progress. I'm seeing them probably ending about 13-3, 12-4.
Yeah, I like that call because he started off with a really bad. He was just left with, to be frank, a steaming pile of shit, and he had a rough go at the start, but he got a couple high picks, which he hit on, and it's starting to turn around for him now that he's got that team built the way he wants. He's been doing a little better and a little better every season. So I don't know what he finished at last season, but I believe it was like just outside of the playoffs, like maybe 7th or 8th. So this year I see him making that step. I do think he's going to make the playoffs this year.
Right. Yeah. I'm absolutely in agreement with that.
So we'll go to the AFC West next. This one's always kind of competitive. Looks like Van and Doss are kind of running away with it though. At 6-0 for Doss and 5-1 for Van. What do you see happening there?
Well, in all honesty, Doss probably losing out because he's trash.
Right.
But in actuality, he probably gets to like 10, maybe 11 wins.
Okay.
I know. I played. Van was a difficult win for me. He played really hard, and the team is really solid. So I just got him coming out of that division, and he'll probably finish about 12. He has that tie with him. So what does that make him, like 12, 3-1 or something?
Right. So yeah, I foresee Doss winning this still. Seems like he's on a bit of a hot streak this year. So we'll see. I've seen him crumble before, but at 6-0, it seems like he's found the sauce this year. So
yeah, just to mention real quick about the Chargers' remaining schedule, they have a tough schedule finishing up. They do have the 0-5 Steelers, who we just watched struggle. But then he has Doss at 6-0, the Ravens at 5-1, the Saints, which is you, at 4-2.
Yep.
He's got the Bengals, which by no means is an easy game at all. He's very difficult. He also has Doss again and the Falcons, and then you sprinkle a couple 1-win, 0-win teams, and he's got 3 maybe gimme wins, and the rest are really tough outs. So he does have a tough path to the playoffs.
Right. And then you know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's skip over the North. We'll get back to them. Say your piece about the AFC South. I see you got a nice little race there against a man that you love, Coach Brian.
This isn't a race. This isn't a race.
Okay. Well, tell me what it is.
This is me assuming my dominance over this division yet again. That's what this is. This is excitement versus boredom. Like you got the guy that everybody likes, and you got the guy that plays the boring crap football that no one can stand watching. But it works, so whatever. Give you your credit. It works. So
Right.
I have the Titans ending probably at 9 wins because I need the rest of this league to do their job against him.
Okay.
And I got me probably finishing about 10 wins because I'm never going to go much higher than 10 wins on my best day. I'm just always going to gamble with the lead. I'm always going to do some stuff. I'm going to call a fake field goal and I'm going to lose by 6 or something like that. So
That's okay, though. I like to see the balls on those kind of. it. It really shines through and shows the user's potential.
But
to me.
surprisingly, the Jags probably finish at 10-11 wins as well. Because I just think he's had a tough go of it. A couple bad breaks that didn't go his way, especially in my game. Like he definitely didn't get a lot of breaks. So I definitely got
Right, but I mean, on the other hand, you had Brian in the chats the other day saying that he deserved to win after missing, which I don't really understand, but I guess he deserved to win.
Well,
Brian's
if
really
you feel
5-1,
like you
and
can
the
play it
Jags
safe and
two
deserve
and
to win a
4.
game, you must be drinking. You didn't play like you wanted to win that game. Therefore, you lost that game because you played it safe. That's what playing it safe gets you.
Right. Okay, well that's not what he was saying though. I think he won the game from what he was saying. So we'll put him at 5. We'll put Davey at 2 and 4, and then we'll go back to the NFC North here. What do you see happening? We got producer Regan kind of way. He's 2 games ahead. Ahead of the Bengals. Do you think Robert Morlock can parlay those excellent press conferences he likes to run into some wins?
Well, I definitely think that Reagan's gonna run away with this division. In a sense that it's never gonna end up being close again. But that's not to say that I don't think that Robert's gonna come and have a solid season behind him. They probably put in 2 playoff teams. It's probably
Okay.
Robert probably comes at like 10-6, maybe 9-7 sneaks in there. But I think
So
it's
you
probably
see
more
him bringing
10-11
some
wins.
fire the rest of the season then, because he's only
Yeah,
3 and 3.
definitely. Definitely. I've seen him play. He just fights. He stays around a couple of games. So those kind of teams, when they're not really supposed to be there, they end up being the most dangerous.
Right. I have played him, and I played him close the one time. So he does have a little bit of skill, and that was early on too. He was probably still learning the rules when he played me.
Yeah, our rules are not easy to just jump into. He did a very good job of acclimating himself. His defense, I believe, is top 10, possibly top 5. And for the most part, you're looking at his games, and he's staying relatively close, 10-point games, 4-point games here and there. So you look for him to keep that up. Between playing the Browns, the Giants, he plays the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Broncos, the Chiefs, all of which are 500 and under teams. You got a decent schedule for you to get at least 9-10 wins. Maybe you squeak out some of those close games with the better opponents, and you might be looking at a playoff run here. That's what I look for from him.
Okay. Let's go to the NFC. NFC East. We got Big Jack 5-2 coming off the Super Bowl, and right behind him is NWS, who we just commentated on. He's sitting at 4-3 after that game.
So Jack's my guy, man. I'm a big fan of Jack. I have been for a few Maddens. He's always been solid at running the ball, and I go to him a couple times for some running advice. He's the reason why Dante Foreman ended up being whatever he was last year. So I don't think anyone's gonna unseat Jack. NWS has a tough road ahead of him. Because that NFC is pretty solid at the top. So
you're talking about the NFC East when you say no one's going to unseat Jack, right? Or you think Super Bowl?
No, I'm thinking NFC East. I'm thinking NFC East
Okay.
because honestly, I have a different pick this year for the Super Bowl. Honestly,
Sure.
So as far as the NFC East, I'm not seeing anyone unseat Jack in the NFC East. I think NWS will probably fight hard, but the NFC is really tough. So he'll probably just miss playoffs because I think there's a couple other teams who are bound to make it. Obviously, one with Nick and Tosh over here in the freaking NFC North.
Yeah.
They locked their playoff spots already. So there's only one spot up for grabs if you're not going to unseat Jack. So.
Oh, you think there's a spot up for grabs still?
Possibly. Seattle looks decent.
You must have missed me and Josh.
I get that you're there, y'all too. But yeah, at 4-2, the Seattle Seahawks are 4-2 as well. The Cardinals are 4-3. I think the only team that might rival you though would be the Seahawks. That's probably
right. Okay. So here we go. Well, I'm winning the division. It's Josh you're talking about. But, so let's go to the NFC West here. Let's talk. My man Air V is right back on top, 5-2. It's nice to see actually, because I haven't seen him up there in a long time. He used to be one of these perennial playoff guys, and the last couple seasons he has been struggling.
Yeah. So this team is really solid all the way around. It's really impressive to see them play. I definitely think he's gonna keep that division. It's hard to say that someone's gonna lose the division. Um, I just don't see it happening. Honestly, he's too well rounded offensively. It's I just can't see it happening. He's an outstanding team. I think the Seahawks are good. I think the Cardinals will probably battle with the Seahawks and probably amongst their fighting cause each other to miss the playoffs. So
Yeah. So here's my only thing. I'm just a little worried for Air V right now. I know he's having a great season so far, but I just haven't seen the consistency this Madden from him. So I'm worried that if he drops a couple games that he'll just be bullied right out of the playoff spot by, like you said earlier, Nick's division and then my division. I don't know if you've seen the tendencies, but early on, me and Josh are always kind of around 4. And then we tend to get ready for the playoffs and ramp up, and it'll finish. Honestly, we'll probably finish around 12-4, 13-3.
that will probably it's very close. You two divisions because of the top of you two finish the same as like the North and the South NFC teams with like Tosh, especially as Tosh has turned around those Bears.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
actually, I would say Nick and Tosh seem to be better regular season players than me and Josh. They always kind of seem to have the higher records throughout the year, but then it seems like it kind of evens out when you get to the playoffs. Like me and Nick both have 2 Super Bowls, and then Tosh and Josh, as weird as that sounds to say, they're kind of always there and competitive. They haven't been able to pull one out yet, but they're always competitive still.
has them won any conference championship at all? Have they been to the Super Bowl? I think Josh has.
I think Josh lost to Brian, maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if Josh has. Josh has been to Super Bowls in the past. Like Josh has 3 Super Bowl wins, but they were all
Josh
last
hasn't been to
cycle.
any Super Bowls yet.
So actually, okay, there's Regan right there. No, he hasn't been to any yet. So
if I'm gonna pick a guy that I think has the most promising, attempt at a Super Bowl, I actually have a question for you after I say this.
Yep.
I think Tosh is probably going to be my pick for the guy who hasn't won one or been yet to be the first to win one. If it's this cycle. So my question to you would be: this cycle, who's the guy you think that has not won a Super Bowl
Here, I'm
who has
gonna
the best chance to win one?
Yeah, go ahead, Regan.
Okay. Old Tosh. Tosh hasn't even made it to an AFC or an NFC championship yet. I'm unmuted, by the way.
So here's the thing. I would have to agree. Tosh really does show promise. He's willing to study his users before the games and stuff. He's been nothing short of amazing since he's came in. Obviously, we're discounting Josh on this because he's already won a Super Bowl in the past. I guess my only reservation would be that I haven't seen Tosh perform once he gets to the playoffs. I'm not sure if we're able to look this up, but I'm not sure that he's won a playoff game yet. And if he has, I think it's just one.
I think that's in a play. It might be in stats,
Yeah,
maybe.
I know he's
But
made it
the
to
way-
the playoffs and he's won a couple games in the playoffs, but he hasn't made it to as far as the NFC championship yet.
Right. So he might squeeze out one win when he gets there, but he hasn't really shown to be able to push around the playoff teams and get 4 straight when he gets there. So I think what's really going to be key for him is to win the number 1 seed if he wants to do it. Because I think he needs to bring it down to 3 wins, and I also think that home field advantage plays a little bit of a role.
Yeah, I definitely think that he's built a strong program over there, a strong franchise over there in
no
Chicago.
doubt. No doubt.
They always perform and have been since he's gotten there. But it's like you said, he studies his opponents. He puts in the work. I don't study my opponents. I never study my opponents.
I show up on game day and push A when the fucking receivers open.
So him putting in that work shows that he's got the drive to go and do it, and he's got the preparation. If you got preparation, that's half the battle. So I think at some point here soon in this cycle, being that he's built his team up so strong, it's all just going to come together for him in one off season. Keep in mind, the Ravens often, when they had Joe Flacco, they were 1-2 wins, didn't really get to AFC Championship. Since I think Joe Flacco got there, then that one season, Joe's just all-American Joe, killing it, and they win a Super Bowl. So that's what I see happening for him.
And we signed him for like 25 years for $300 million. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
let's hope he doesn't. Let's hope he doesn't give him the house just because he won a Super Bowl. I hope he
Bro,
doesn't give his boy the
I'm
house.
still paying off the cap penalty from Joe Flacco's contract. I don't even. It's ridiculous.
Trust me, I get on my friend for that all the time. He's a Ravens fan. I love it. It's a
I
great
mean,
contract.
your man got you a Super Bowl, so I wouldn't really worry about whatever money you wasted.
That's not true.
Anyone who gets my team a Super Bowl in real life, I'm good with paying him.
No. I'm not good with paying a guy who only gets 25 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns, and 10, 15 picks.
I mean, to be fair,
3,000
Boone,
yards.
Brent's a Buccaneers fan, so they do whatever they can get. They would buy off Goodell if they could. Like they'd pay anyone. Like they just
hold
want a
on.
ring.
I have seen my team win a Super Bowl while I've been a
with
fan.
Brad
A lot of
Johnson?
players haven't seen that.
How would you have felt if you gave Brad Johnson a freaking $150 million contract?
I wouldn't give a fuck because we won a Super Bowl. He was shitty, but we still won.
I wouldn't do it. I can't pay a guy just because you win a Super Bowl.
Who's your team?
I'm a Titans fan. Absolutely.
So there you go. Wouldn't you be fine with it?
No. Hell no.
Yeah, Jake Locker. Like I don't know if Jake Locker had won a Super Bowl, would you have wanted to pay him $400 billion, Brent?
If Jake Locker would have won a Super Bowl and we paid that man, I'd have been pissed because I hated when we drafted him.
Oh yeah.
In all honesty, I don't even want to pay Mariota right now.
Well, all right, boys. We got 2 divisions left. I'm starting my game as we speak. So NFC North, who do you think is going to come up top out of Nick and Tosh?
Nick.
Tosh.
Okay, I'm also gonna go with Tosh. Nick's been having a little connection issue lately, and he's trying that young back too. So we'll go that way.
He's not trying to win this year. Like this year is his. I mean, the fact that he's 4-1 probably pisses him off. He wants to have like a good draft pick. Wants to have a solid draft this year. Build around that young quarterback and shoot to win that last Super Bowl.
Right, and then the last guy we got is me and Josh. Where I won't even comment on this one. You guys just give your opinion on us.
Oh, this is simple.
Hey.
I'm going Josh.
Brent, it appears we
Because,
have.
I'm not going to tell you you're going to win.
It appears we have Studley actually in the chat, Brent. Brent, Studley just won his game over the Steelers. We got Studley up in here. Studley, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Guys, well, I'm actually going to check out. Congrats on your win, Studley. I got to play my own game, so you guys take care of this.
Absolutely, will do. Good luck, Brent.
Thank you.
No good luck. I hope you tank.
Fuck you too.
Put my boy Mincy out there. I don't like
Mincy.
tank.
Dude, Mincy got made into mincemeat, man. He torched him. It was like grilled. You said though, okay, to be fair, the quote was he probably caught most of his catches in the end zone. And 4.9%, just to double check.
My memory's a little hazy.
That's not most.
My memory's a little hazy. I figure, I remember catching a few touchdowns. Turns out it was only like 5 or 6.
To be fair, his first year was pretty nice. He put up like 500, 600 yards as a 75 speed receiver or tight end. So that's pretty nice. I mean, his rookie year was decent, and then it all kind of spiraled downward from there until he landed in Pittsburgh, and now he's the starter.
Indeed, and he's worthy of being a starter. He could block. That's why I like him.
Agreed. He is a nice player. Yeah, man. It's
now it's time to
I know most of the guys are looking to go ahead and head off. Let's have a good night, but we are going to be planning to have a live XCFL draft show, a special episode of the Hit Stick podcast tomorrow. So tune in for that during the draft. Keep that open. We'll be kind of talking about some of the top 15 picks in real life NFL, as well as what that means perhaps for our team draft and what the Madden teams look like. Absolutely.
Then we can compare players with our league. Let's see who's like our players in our league. What would that player be like in our league?
Who's the Pinnell? Who's the Perry Pinnell of the 2019 draft?
That's the way to go. That'd be fun. I'm all for it. I should be off tomorrow by 5 o'clock. That sounds great. Now,
okay, we'll expect you around 10 then. That sounds good.
Probably. Everyone who's still in here, make sure you tune in to Brian's stream as I beat the Titans' ass right now because he's a trash-ass owner who deserves his ass whooped on the field.
No comment from the peanut gallery. I'll leave you to it. Well, Boone, I wish you the best in your game. Hope you have a good one, and thank you everybody for tuning in. This has been XCFL Primetime Action. Everybody have a good night.